Hi, welcome to today's video diary for Finding My Way with Pi, Purpose, Intention, and Emotion. I am Pi, and I am reflecting on this feeling of connection when you're with someone else and what that feels like. And also what it feels like when it's not there, either because you or the other person are distracted. The reason I'm thinking about this today is because, so last night I got to have a girls' night with some of my girlfriends, and I felt so great after hanging out with them. And then today I got to see a friend who I hadn't seen for a few months, maybe just about 2 months. And, we sat and talked. And this was really good for my heart. It feels wonderful. And I'm reflecting on, why do those interactions feel so wonderful? Whereas, if you've ever walked away from an interaction where it doesn't fill you. And I'm not saying every single interaction in our lives has to. I'm just simply focusing on what is the difference. What is the difference between when they feel great and when they don't? And I'm telling you, for me, that difference is being present with the people you're with. I would even go so far as to say this is important, even when you're, say you're at a grocery store and you're checking and the clerk is helping you ring up your groceries, or anywhere. It feels more and more rare these days that people aren't distracted. And sometimes it's a physical distraction, like with a phone or something they're looking at or something they're doing, and they're not connecting with you, looking up or making eye contact, or, really even being present. They're just kind of going through those motions. Sometimes it's even just they're distracted in their own heads, like they're off in their own heads. And again, that's okay. It happens. It happens to all of us. Well, what do you feel like when that doesn't happen? Like, what do you feel like when you actually connect with someone? So reflecting on those interactions, for the most part, we had put our phones away. We were not distracted by them. We were telling stories. We were looking at each other's faces. And there is magic that happens when you do that. Our bodies have these things called mirror neurons. And when you, for example, you're sitting there and you're looking at someone and you both laugh. I mean, it's real hard to be looking at someone and they smile at you and you keep a straight face. Your body responds with a mirror. And that can elicit that emotion. And so that feel-good emotion compounds. It builds on itself, particularly say there was 5 or 6 of us sitting around a table and we're each looking at each other and smiling and laughing, and then we're all laughing and we're talking loudly and enjoying the moment together. Or in the case with a friend, we sat down together in my living room, we talked, and I was looking at her eyes and she was looking at my face, and she was in this chair, I was in that chair, but we were focused on each other and talking and connecting, and I could really see her. And she made a statement to me that said, I miss this. I don't feel like I have enough of this. And it got me thinking about, first of all, I completely understand that, because I felt like that too. I was even there a couple of months ago before I left my job, and you don't have to leave your job to get this. But to bring it into your awareness is important, right? Had I been more intentional about crafting this, I'm going to call it a ritual or habit, or something that is repeated for me regularly, about crafting interactions around that importance of connection, I think it would have, I probably would not have felt so empty as often as I had. like once a month girls night, we're doing this. If you can come, great. If you can't make it, we understand life happens, but try to come to the next one. Like this makes a difference. Hey, yes, let's get together once a month and let's have a real conversation and let's put our phones away. We don't do this enough anymore. So much of what we do is virtual, or we could even be in the same house with people and we're not, we're distracted. We're looking at our phones, or the irony of this is not lost on me. YouTube. I mean, I'm seeing it clearly. I'm seeing it at a different level, more mindfully than I have in the past. And it really does make a difference. It gives our hearts energy, and we need that time. All humans need that sense of connection. It feels like sometimes, that's what's missing, and we may not even know how to name what's missing, but that could definitely be it. It was for me. And I wouldn't say, that I was a lonely person per se, or lack of being around people, or that I lacked good relationships. It wasn't that. I just got so distracted and allowed my mind to be mindless, right? Instead of mindful, where I was. And you just lose some of the vibrancy and the connection and the fuel for your heart when that happens. At least I did. And I'm hearing from others that they did too. So, that is important. And that's what I'm thinking about today. Feeling so grateful to have those connections and be mindfully present during them. So thanks for being with me on this journey. I am so glad that you are here, and I hope it helps you too. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.